thought I'd do a video blog this time around on the essentials guide basically that I've started up. The last two that I've done so far, if you've been checking the blog, were an essentials guide on the fit of clothing and how to get the best fit, and also I've done a guide as well on jeans, which was the last one. And this time I'm going to do something a bit different, obviously with a video blog. I'm going to do it on jumpers. Reason I'm doing it on jumpers because personally they're one of my favourite favourite pieces that I generally have in my wardrobe. I'm quite a big fan of knitwear. They're seasonless, so you can wear jumpers in winter, you can wear them in summer. Both times they look equally as good, and obviously as well, jumpers are something that everyone can wear. They don't just look good on sort of short people or tall people or slim people or sort of bulkier people. They look good on everyone, and also jumpers are really versatile pieces. You can dress them up, you can dress them down, you can do whatever with them really. And basically what I've done is obviously before we go into sort of a fit of jumpers, I've taken a couple of pictures that I'll kind of just run through in a moment. One of the things that obviously jumpers, they come in mainly two sort of varieties. You either have a V-neck or a crew neck. Crew necks generally tend to, I'd say, look better on sort of taller people, because a V-neck really is my personal preference. Either one obviously is down to yourself. The reason I like V-necks is I tend to wear ties, and so obviously a crew neck's going to hide that. Also I find that a crew neck ends up personally making me look a bit more stuffy. With a V-neck you've got a bit more obviously of the whatever you're wearing underneath on shirt, and also with the V it helps to elongate the body. And I also like it for layering as well. As I said, you can wear shirts underneath, whatever you're wearing you can see underneath, so V-necks are great for that. Obviously in terms of wearing jumpers, as I mentioned earlier, they're really versatile pieces, so you can wear them obviously summertime, just with casual sort of trousers rolled up, maybe polo shirt underneath. Obviously in winter you can, as I said, layer up underneath, and you can wear them more formally with trousers, under blazers, with ties, with shirts, just a t-shirt. So many things that you can actually do with jumpers. That's why obviously they are really an essential for everyone to have in their wardrobe. Moving back onto obviously the different types, also different fabrics as well that are coming. You generally tend to find on a high street jumpers in the sort of more cheaper end of the scale will be cotton, which is fine. And personally, if I'm buying a jumper myself, I'd always go for a jumper that's at least wool. Reason being, I tend to find cotton just feels a little bit rougher, feels a bit heavier. I know some people prefer them for summertime, and also as well you'll find on the cuff, I don't know if you can see that, this is a merino wool jumper, but on the cuff wool ones tend to have a bit more elasticity, whereas if you find that you roll up your sleeves or you pull up your sleeves to about here, on a cotton one it'll start to gape on the actual sleeve, which is when you then pull it back down, you've got sort of almost like the cuff will start to move out like that, and it's something that you can't really kind of put back in place. And I tend to find that happens more often than not with cotton ones than wool ones. Generally as well, obviously, as always with any piece, if you're investing in it, then you want to spend the most money that you can afford. and that's why I always go for like a wool or a merino wool, or maybe even a cashmere jumper. You can find merino wool jumpers on the high street relatively cheap now. You can pick them up from places like H&M for around £30, which is more than affordable for most people, and they feel a lot better than cotton jumpers. But again, I mean, go out there, have a look, try things on, compare them, and make your own decisions. And again, one thing that I like about jumpers is people tend obviously to shy away from colour. They don't want, and you might not necessarily want to invest in a really expensive piece in sort of a bold, brash colour that you may fall out with in a year time or a couple of seasons time. Jumpers are affordable, and they're a nice way of just adding a bit of colour to an outfit, just by obviously combining that with, like I said, maybe a blazer, jeans. You've got a nice bold colour underneath, just livens the outfit up. Also as well, we're talking about fit. I mentioned fit at the beginning of this particular video blog, and I also mentioned that we had an essentials article at the beginning of this video blog on fit, but I'll just sort of run through again what I'm talking about. This is an old jumper that I've still got, kind of wear just for about the home or casually. You can see obviously there, if you look at my, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, obviously my body sort of runs like that, and you can see there's quite a bit of material there. You can also see on the cuff there, it's quite baggy here, and if I were to put my arm down, which you should have really put in this photo, the cuff would probably come to about there, which is quite long, as opposed to the jumper that I'm wearing now, which you can see, especially here, you can see fits me a lot better. And the cuff, obviously I've got a bit of the white shirt showing underneath. It's just obviously a little sort of guide just to give you a bit of an indication of how a fit should be on certain garments. But again, try different items on, try them on in different sizes. That's what I'd encourage anyone to do before they make any sort of purchase. So really that's it from discussing jumpers. I thought, as I said, I'd try something a little bit different with the video blog. If you liked this article and you're interested in receiving more, then you can subscribe via RSS on the right hand column, which is that way or that way, either way. And also you can subscribe by blog loving if you're using that, and you can also check me out on Twitter as well. My ID is Orash Mazanana, which is all one word. So yeah, I'd love to hear your comments and what you feel about the article and jumpers in general. Yeah, so that's everything.